I used to do NYU Phone-a-thon, which was like you call alumni and be like, hey, you know, do you want to give a gift to the school? And it was like a whole script. Yeah. And people would be like, no, I already paid so much money, blah, blah. But sometimes you'd get somebody that was like, oh, my husband just died, and I'm sick in bed, and you'd still have to go through the script and be like, I'm sorry that you can't do that. Do you want to do a gift of $50?
Well, now that you have extra money in the bank account, since you're only eating for one, you know,
Please clap.
We're here with Noah Snyder.
Hey.
I'm tired.
Dude, I love you.
Love you too.
Before we get into anything, can we just remain friends after this is over?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, enough talking about you. Let's get let's get into my stuff. No, just kidding.
Yeah, let's get into your complaints. Before this year, I have so much to complain about today. And I thought we were talking about me.
Yeah, well, it's really whatever I decide.
All right, that's fair.
No, we're talking about
This is your kingdom?
Yeah. I just need somebody to listen.
Yeah.
Like in person.
I'm a pretty good soundboard.
Yeah. So just sit tight.
All right.
No, just kidding.
It's the Sean Bitch and Moan Hour.
I met Noah through comedy. I don't even know where he's from. I do, but I'm going to make you say it again.
Yeah, I'm from Baltimore.
Yep.
Well, I'm originally from Baltimore and then grew up in the suburbs.
Of Maryland.
Yeah,
Nice.
Glenarm, Maryland.
Okay. And when did you come to New York?
Halloween day.
Of
Moved in
last year?
Halloween day. Yeah, it was spooky moving.
Oh, you're still new.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you're in Hoboken. So you're not even in New York.
No.
You're in Jersey.
I lie about that a lot on stage.
Yeah, I live in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you technically do.
I mean, I would say I'm in the city more, I would say I spend more time in the city than I do at my apartment in Hoboken.
Okay. Well, that's cool. And you haven't even been here a year yet. You like it?
I love it.
Did you start comedy here?
No, I originally started in like college. I did it maybe like once. I would do it like once a week.
Where'd you go to college?
University of Delaware.
Is that Ivy League? No. Isn't that hard?
Isn't that
a good school? Is it like hard to get?
It's like, I mean, like the business school is supposed to be good, but I was like poli-sci because my brother did poli-sci, and I was like, I'll get into politics, and now I just fucking like hate politics.
Yeah.
And,
well, what do you do for a job?
I do like cold calling.
And what do you call about? What do you have to say?
I just like call people and I'm like, do you want to like meet with us? And they're like, go fuck yourself. And I'm like, all right, that's fair.
What do you want to be? Let's do a call real quick.
All right.
Hello.
Hey, yeah, thanks for calling.
You called me.
My place. Oh yeah, thanks for. See, I'm like really bad at it. That's why I don't do well at it.
I see. Okay. Hello. The phone. I've answered it.
Hey, this is Noah calling over from Schnickeldicks. I noticed on your website that you guys are really into technology. I wanted to see if you wanted to talk to my colleague, Cassandra.
Where does poli-sci come into this?
Nowhere.
Okay.
Nowhere. I just thought it would be like a good fallback, and then I realized I should have been an English major.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. And do you get like commission when you call these people?
Yeah. Like if I book a meeting, I get like extra money in my check. How much?
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea.
Oh, really?
I have no idea how much I make.
Okay.
They were just like, we are willing to give you a job. And I was like, I will take it.
Well, that's cool. I used to do NYU Phone-a-thon, which was like you call alumni and be like, hey, you know, do you want to give a gift to the school? And it was like a whole script.
Yeah.
And people would be like, no, I already paid so much money, blah, blah. But sometimes you'd get somebody that was like, oh, my husband just died, and I'm sick in bed, and you'd still have to go through the script be like, I'm sorry that you can't do that. Do you want to do a gift of $50?
Well, now that you have extra money in the bank account, since you're only eating for one, you know,
yeah. Did you get through the funeral? Oh, sick. So,
well, do you know that? So I call like corporations. So like I'm not like ruining somebody's dinner. Like I just call like while they're at work. I used to work for like a mortgage company, and like and it was like VA loans, and like you would like veterans. So like I would call people who were like, it was like some of them were just like they were in for a few years and then got out. But somebody got like if you call somebody with like, because like disability comes at different percentages. If you're like 5% disability, it's like, I mean, I don't want to say any kind of disability is not that bad, but like it's not super severe. I would call guys who are like 100% disability, and you could just hear the anger in their voice when you called. It was like, but it was all inbound. So like they wanted a mortgage. Yeah. I was only there for like a month and a half. Like, and then I moved over to like their corporate side because I was like, this is disgusting. But like I would call them, they'd just be like, what? like already pissed.
Like veterans though.
Yeah, like Vietnam, like fucking
Great, like
Vietnam.
I'm on the field, Commander. You're like, nope, you're at home. You're at home, and I want to know if you would like a loan.
like
I hear the helicopter.
Sometimes I'd tell them my name was Charlie, and I could hear them like throwing shit across the room.
Yeah.
No, like they like most of the people were cool, but some of the guys would just be like,
I'm sure, dude.
and like understandably, because like
you were a predator. I was just kidding.
Well, yeah, I was. Nah.
I'm just kidding. Monetary, financial predator.
Financial predator, yeah. But it was all inbounds. Like I wouldn't be like cold calling people. Most of them had like said on our website that like they wanted to get a mortgage, and I would be like, but I would like they wanted us to like upsell them on the mortgage. So I'd be like, do you want to spend like an extra $100,000 that you don't need? And they'd be like, yeah, I'd like a pool in my backyard. So I'd be just be like, cool.
I still own a gun, you know, Noah.
They'd be like, where are you located? I was like, I'm not telling you that.
Well, before we go into your drunk story, I want to know about, so you had a different job on a dude ranch?
I had a way different job. Yeah. In college, every summer, I would work on like do you know what a dude ranch is?
Not at all.
So a dude ranch is basically where like it's mostly families vacation at them, and it's basically like they go out west. You take them like horseback rides through the mountains for
that's
like
cool.
a week at a time, and then like it was right next to Yellowstone, so I would also give like tours of Yellowstone. So it was really cool. I became like so like not like banal, but it just like I tell people about it, and they're like, whoa, and I was like, yeah, it's a job. Like, it was cool. I got to meet like a lot of cool people there, like my buddy Matt, he's like a 50-year-old cowboy from Iowa. I haven't called him. I need to give him a call, but I used to talk to him like once a month during like the school year, and he'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm out at a party right now." Like, I would leave parties to like take calls from this guy.
Really?
He was like, "Yeah, I fucking like herded cattle and then like broke my goddamn wrist, but I still gotta go out tomorrow." And I'd be like, "That's cool. I gotta go to class in like an hour."
He's like a cowboy.
Yeah.
Did you have any like any lady, like, because you're like this strapping young cowboy, that any like wives?
Like, well, the thing was like the rule was like do not hook up with guests, but then like
that's awesome.
There'd be like there would be like games of like, all right, let's see like who's the first to like hook up with a guest. But like I always lost.
Really?
I was because like we were talking about
Miss Lady. It was cleaning my spurs.
Yeah. No, I didn't have. So I was like the lawn boy, which is such a demeaning title. I tried to switch it to lawn hand, but then like one of my buddies was like, "What are you doing with your fucking hands?" And I was like, "I'm nothing. I'm so low on the totem pole." But basically, like I started off just like mowing the lawn, like replacing like floorboards, like doors, like rescreening doors when needed, like painting cabins and shit, and like just being like a fun time, because that's most of the job is just being like a fun time around the ranch, like just because like it's supposed to be like kind of part of an act, like everybody there is like. You're supposed to make them like feel like they're like, you're not supposed to be like old timey, but like you want to sound like you know what you're talking about. Right. So like we'd be at the rodeo, and like they'd be like, yeah, well, like how did they make the bulls jump? And I was like, they just like tie a rope around its balls, and it's just like up and down. And like my friends would like interject to be like, he doesn't know what he's fucking talking about.
That's awesome.
So, but like you would just like put on an act, like try to give people a fun time. I would just try to be funny, because like that's really like all that's like all I really was good at.
Yeah.
Because like I couldn't ride a horse. My first year I wasn't like a Yellowstone tour guide yet, so I didn't really know that much about like the nature around where we were. So like I would just like try to be a good hang, and like I was the only one who was like 21. But among the people who like lived on the ranch, because like Matt, he lived like down with the owners down at Kevin there, so he just like, actually no. My first year he lived up there, and he was like 50. Vince, one of the guys at the time, he lived down the ranch with the owners, and then the head wrangler Jim Davis, coolest guy I've ever met in my entire Jim that damn cowboy Jim Davis.
Yeah.
Coolest dude I've ever met in my life. But like. It would just be me like hanging with the guests, like drinking with them at night, just like trying to be like a funny little lad, like a silly little boy.
Everybody else is like cowboys.
And everybody else is like cowboys, and they'd like shit on me, and I'd have to be like, oh no, I'm a fucking greenhorn, I'm like a city boy. But no.
Imposing on people's vacations to just hang.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. I'd be a good cowboy, I bet.
You would, because like you're very personable. Like that's all you have to do to be good at the job.
I'd put on an accent.
Yeah.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to Yellowstone.
Yeah. Oh, no. You, like, because, yeah, like, you're from New Jersey. Like,
There was an Ernest Hemingway story, like a short. I think it's Ernest Hemingway's like a short story. I think it's a lion hunter or something. This guy goes to like Africa to like hunt lions.
Yeah.
And there's like a guy that like he's really good at hunting lions.
Yeah.
And so him and his wife go with this guy, and like the guy gets scared by a lion, and his wife is like, "Oh, you're a puss," and then she like ends up having sex with the other guy.
I thought you were gonna say she ends up having sex with the lion. She's just like, now that's a real fucking man right there.
No, so yeah, she has sex with like it's like sad because she's like, "Yeah, you're a puss," and then she ends up like having sex with this other guy, and then the next day he's like, "I'm gonna kill this lion," and the lion's coming after them, and she like, or it might be like an elephant.
Did you even read this book?
It's a short story, bro.
Yeah.
Has a longer shelf life in my brain.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's like, it's coming after them, and a gunshot goes off, and the guy drops dead, and it was the wife. And it was like,
oh, shit.
And I'm pretty sure it's unclear whether she was like, did it on purpose or not.
I was going to read that, so thanks for spoiling the end. But
yeah, it's a short story.
Way to bury the lead.
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
Yeah.
But that's the weird thing. Like, you don't see, growing up, like, I didn't hang out with, like, anybody like that. I had a pretty comfortable childhood. Like, my family, I grew up like belonging to a country club, and I worked since I was like restaurants, like construction jobs, because like I wanted to like earn my own money like once I could drive. But like I was never like wanting for anything, and like I started like hanging out with these guys who like that guy Matt, like he was literally like he started working in his dad's like auto shop since he was like 7 years old.
Okay.
And he said like his grandfather would like discipline him by throwing a fucking claw hammer at him. Like that's the kind of people I was like working with there. So like it's weird like growing up outside of that and then like adapting to that kind of like culture, which it's like everybody's super nice, super welcoming, like super kind, super funny. Because like all you do out there is just like work. Like we would wake up at the crack of dawn, like 6 a.m., get to work at 7, and then usually you wouldn't finish working until between like 4 and 6. So like once it's done, all you have to do is like, and there's no TV, no internet, so you would just like tell jokes, drink. So you had to be cool with everybody, or else you would just have a terrible time.
How long did you do that?
I did it every summer between like my sophomore year of college and
so you had to fly out
the year
to
I
do
graduated. This? Yeah, I wanted to drive, but at the time I didn't think my car would make it by like when I finally had a car. So I would just fly out with like a duffel and just like get there. I hated flying because like I now own cowboy hats and like cowboy boots, and they're so fucking bulky, and like you don't want to ruin awesome. A cowboy hat because they cost like $200.
Oh really?
Yeah, like they're like a good one's expensive. So I had to like be the guy in the airport with a cowboy hat on, and wearing like fucking like Nikes, like I'm an asshole, or like like it was the worst because people would just look at me and be like, you look like a piece of shit, right? And I'd just be like, yeah, I get what I'm doing right now.
That's awesome. I'd love to see. You got to send a photo of us in your hole for the pod.
It was cool. Like I got a lot of like there was a wildfire next to the ranch. I got like cool nature photos from out there. I'll show you some after this. Yeah.
I'm glad that you found something cool in that because that's terrible.
Yeah. No, it was a horrible time.
Do you know how many critters died?
Yeah. No, it was this fucking. I don't know if I could say because they might still be under investigation. I'll tell you after how I heard it started.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Well, that's what makes good pod.
Yeah. Do you want to hear? All right.
I barely had to push. No, you don't have to tell.
No. I have to. No, I won't say because
I almost got him.
If you get caught, fucking accidentally starting a wildfire, like it's millions and millions of dollars in damage. So like your life is fucked. If because you're paying all that off.
So gagbag porn.
Let's talk about it.
That's his favorite porn.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I want to. Well, all right.
We can wait. We can save that.
No.
It's either gagbag porn or how that wildfire started.
All right, let's talk gangbang porn. Yeah, I love it.
How'd that come to fruition?
I don't know. I just saw like, how'd you get into porn? Like, everybody. How'd you get in what's your favorite porn? You tell me yours, and then I'll tell you mine.
It's funny, I was sitting with my dad one day.
Yeah. He was like, son, you finally become a man. I don't know why he's like a South Carolina lawyer in this case. Well, I do declare, it's time to show my boy some porn.
No, I had a teacher I really admired in school. And no, I don't know. I looked up boobs in kindergarten on Google.
Like looking up wet boobs on YouTube.
Yeah. Not wet boobs.
No?
No.
I guess one of us is cooler than the other.
Yeah. Yeah. One of us belongs in prison.
Yeah. But like, what's your favorite?
Standard issue.
It's like guy, girl.
Yeah. I used to like lesbian.
Black guys?
If it comes in the mix, that's cool.
All right, because I've like talked to friends and they're like, I can't like picture myself in it. And I'm like, oh, your dick's that big already that you can like imagine yourself as that guy.
They say that to you?
They're like, yeah, if there's like a black guy in it, like they're like, I just want to see a guy where like I can picture myself as the guy, and I'm like, go fuck yourself. That guy has abs, you schlubby asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
no, if it makes its way into the mix, I'll watch. I don't seek it out.
Yeah, well, I like interracial gangbangs.
Oh, really?
And it's like And I've told like I like black guys, white girl, and not white guys, black girl, because I watched one where it was like a bunch of white guys and a black girl, and I was like, that's somebody's daughter. And then I watched one where it was like a bunch of black guys and a white girl, and I was like, yeah, that's fucking what's up. Like,
that's awesome. That's sick. All right, moving on. Now that we got that on. No, I don't like more than one guy. I've noticed. No, actually,
you don't like that.
What I do like, that door's not open, is it? That would be horrific. It's a working office.
Yeah, I might lose my job after this.
No, I like Dancing Bear. Have you seen that?
Are you talking about Shake That Bear?
You know Dancing Bear.
What's Dancing Bear?
It's literally like, I don't know where they do this. It's just like 40 women in a room, and it's just some guy dancing, and like he just walks up to girls naked, and they're like, and then they just start blowing him, and then he goes to the next girl. And it's like, and I just like I like the watching their face go from like, I don't know, to like, they just become like demons.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And sometimes he wears a bear helmet.
I think I have seen this one. He wears like a big bear outfit. Yeah, I've seen that one. This one's pretty cool.
Yeah, you try to leave me. You throw me under the bus.
I'm throwing you under the bus.
Yeah, you're the one that said the most embarrassing thing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think if anything, mine is more at least realistic. Because
cool.
Yeah. Happy about that?
So tell me about your family.
Family?
Just kidding.
My family's pretty cool. I got a mom and a dad and a brother.
I think a better transition would be you told me you got pretty drunk this weekend.
Yeah, I got pretty drunk. It was one of those ones that just like kind of like happens upon you that like you don't mean to. Like me, after the Heckle Mic run by Sarah Harvard every Friday.
She's gonna be on the pod in 2 hours.
I know she is, but I'm gonna plug it because it's a good mic. Every Friday, I go. Well, I usually go to the Heckle Mic, and then after we went to Mona's, which is across the street. It's a bar across the street. It's a good bar. And there's a pool.
Bartender is horrifically mean.
Bartender's horribly mean. If she likes you, she's been getting better because she likes me. Because if she doesn't know you, she will be so mean to you. But Sarah introduced us, so now she like.
I saw her
me.
almost like because she was like, "Hey, baby,"
yeah,
and then Sarah was like, "Yeah, can I do a pickled shot?" And she was like,
"Yeah."
She was like,
"Yeah, I don't know why, but."
Dude, lucky I like you. I'm like, how about you just get a new job?
That has been happening so much recently because I went to like a bar with our friend Ethan for Leah's birthday. These are all comics that we're friends with, and like the person behind the bar, Ethan goes up and orders an old fashioned. The person behind the bar goes, "Oh, I just made that." And he's just like, "Yeah, that's cool. You're gonna make a lot of those. This is a bar. Like, what are we doing
like
here?
Hard to make or something?
No, it's like the most simple cocktail to make. It's like whiskey and bitters and like I think some orange. Like it's really easy.
Dude, I hate that. Like our waiters will be like, I mean, I get it. It's like busy, but I'm like, what do you want me to do here? I can't. Like literally at the Olive Tree the other day. Were you there? Yeah.
Was I there? Oh yeah. I
couldn't get a water. And I was like,
oh yeah, the guy took like an hour.
I was like, I'm just gonna go to the deli next door, buy a water, and come back.
Yeah,
and then maybe
he didn't do that.
No, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah,
it was nice. Like packed, but
oh yeah, they had like a super
bad ordering food.
Now you're sounding worse.
I am.
Yeah,
worse than who?
Like, they had a packed night, and then the server.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like the service industry. Yeah. I'm just shitting all over, right? Twitter's gonna go crazy like wildfire, like your buddy's wildfire.
TikTok, this is the craziest TikTok star when it comes to service industry.
Damn. Well, let's take the heat off me. How'd that wildfire start?
Nah, dude, I'm taking that to my grave. I wasn't involved in it. I was sound asleep when that shit started.
Sure.
Yeah. No, actually, we were in town. So we were in town. I was on my day off. I was with my buddies Jordan and Mia. We were in town, and Mia's brother Tucker calls us, and he goes, "You guys should probably get back here." And we were like, "Why?" And he goes, "I think the ranch might burn down." And we're like, "What?" And then we look in the sky, and there's just like smoke billowing over us. And usually, like if you see that, because like wildfires in California, a lot of the times the smoke will travel over to like Wyoming, like if they're big enough. So that's all we thought it was, because it was wildfire season. And he's like, "Yeah, there's like a wildfire like across the ridge, or like over the ridge. Like, you guys should definitely like get back here. Just pack up like the most important shit you have." And then like, so I went back, like packed up my hat.
The cowboy hat.
I need it. It's expensive. It's a lot of money.
That's the only thing.
Packed up my hat, my favorite jacket, my books, and an extra pair of boots that I had. And then just like I went down to the saddle shed, like where they keep all the saddles. And the head wrangler there, Vince, was just like, "Yeah, I need you to drive all these saddles down to Gary and Dee Dee's, the owners of the ranch." So I just drove it down. And then I got down there. I was like, "What do we do now?" And they're just like, "Do you guys want food?" So we just ate and drank for the rest of the day.
Watch
and it
the
kind of
fire.
turned. Yeah, we'll just literally watch the mountain burn. And it kind of, and then like we had to stay up for a while, because like we had to make sure the fire didn't come across over the ridge. Because like if it came over there, then like we actually had to evacuate.
Yeah.
But like, luckily it didn't. But yeah, like we had to keep waking up throughout the middle of the night just to like watch for a few hours and then go back to sleep, which is cool.
Yeah,
but
that
it's
is
also
cool.
like kind of like surreal and
Yeah.
terrifying at the same time.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
like now we could just walk to grocery stores, and it just shows you a taste of the old school life. Where
Yeah,
it's,
it's weird because
like
like
battling nature.
yeah, because a lot of people are like, "Is the transition weird?" And it's like, if like being out there for so long, like you kind of start going crazy.
Yeah.
If you're like so used to like being around in like a more city environment. Because like I was in college at the time in like Newark, Delaware, and like it's not really a city, but it's like there's people,
Yeah.
and like you don't see the same exact people every day. So like you
Interesting.
kind of start just like fucking going
Did
crazy.
you get to ride horses at full speed?
No, never at full speed. I would have definitely fallen off.
Oh,
and
really?
broken
Is that
my
hard
neck.
to
Well,
do?
I became a wrangler, but they were like, "Dude, you are not taking one of these out full speed." And I was
Yeah.
like, that's pretty fair.
That's cool. All right, so tell me your drunk story. What happened?
Yeah, so we go to Mona's. Me and Tommy play a game of pool with these people, and then we just like, he buys me a round of shots, I buy him a round of shots, and it was like I was drinking like gin and tonics before that. It's my favorite drink, and like I had a pretty good handle on it. So like I got to the point where I was like, I should probably go home. So I called an Uber, and I knew this, but like I was to the point where I was like, I forgot about it. That like if you're in the city and you call an Uber back to New Jersey, sometimes Ubers will just not drive you because like they don't want to pay the tolls. Well, so apparently now it's not that they accept it. Like people, like drivers are more assigned the ride. This is at least I might be talking out of my ass, but this is how an Uber driver explains to me. You're assigned the ride, and like if the driver cancels, their rating goes down, which is like a death sentence for them. But like, so I called an Uber and I go to get in the Uber, and the guy's like, "I can't drive you to New Jersey," and I'm like, "But I need to go home," and like. He's like, I refuse. And I'm like, "No, like you're taking me to New Jersey." And he goes, "You cannot make me go to New Jersey." He drew his line in the sand. He's like, "You cannot force a grown man to drive to to New Jersey."
That's awesome.
So like, finally, like my buddies Tommy and Wolfgang, our buddies Tommy and Wolfgang, they're like, "Come with us. Like, we'll just take you back to Tommy's house and you can crash there." So this is all like told to me the next day.
Oh, you have no idea.
I remember calling the Uber, but like I was like, so we go to that bodega on 14th and Avenue A.
Yeah.
One of the best bodegas in New York, hands down. Guys there are always jovial, always cool to
Not
joke
like the
around with
Mona's
you.
bar lady.
Not like the Mona's bar lady. Unless you, like I said, unless you know her. You should introduce yourself to her. She might start liking you more. Hey, I don't make the rules.
Yeah, no, I should maybe, because I'm the type, if somebody's nice to me once, I'll be like,
Wait, are you like, what an idiot, being nice to me? Or are you more like, you just like take advantage?
I'll die for this person.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. You
Yeah.
are a good man.
Yeah, no.
As much shit as I've given you on this podcast.
forgiving.
Have I been mean so far to you at all?
No.
I hope not. Okay. Is this
No.
good content? Am I being good?
No, it's cool. Well, Crispy knows I have a signal. It's like, this means
Yeah.
we're going, it's good.
Yeah.
And then this means we are deleting the whole thing.
Yeah.
And
That's
I've
a
been-
good signal. Yeah. And then he just openly says, cut it.
Yeah.
But
Nah, I'm just kidding.
No, so we go to that bodega, and I get like 3 pints of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Don't eat any of it. It's sitting in Tommy's freezer right now.
Yeah.
And then we go to get on the train. And apparently when I got on there, I'm a very like friendly, you know me when like I get a little drunk, like I'm very friendly. I like giving hugs. Apparently I just hugged a stranger.
You hugged a stranger?
I hugged a stranger on the subway and he just goes, get off of me right now. And Tommy and Wolfgang go into like defense mode and they're like, Tommy's like, hey, don't talk to her. And Tommy like does a reasonable thing. He's like, don't talk to our friend like that. And Wolfgang's just like, I'll jab your eyes out with my thumbs. Like,
no way. The thing I think is funny.
That's at least what he told me. It was probably more like, don't talk to my friend like that.
Yeah. I think the funny thing about that is that
I was
you
completely
were
in the wrong.
Yeah. Like that guy, he just was not like hugged and then verbally assaulted.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if he sees this, what do you want to say to him?
If he sees this, I want to say, let me fucking hug you, dude. I don't care.
Wow.
I don't care if you're afraid of getting monkeypox. I'm gonna hug you. Like,
and if you see that I don't support this, you don't
support me hugging strangers?
I mean, listen, you could try, but when they don't accept, it's over.
Yeah, it's pretty fair.
It's over.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it might not be the best to just hug a stranger on the subway.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I just wanted to let him know that this.
So you just like walked up.
My guess is that I stumbled on the train and might have like just used him for support. In, like, the last second. That's my guess.
Yeah, you were just like.
They told me I hugged him. I'm like I know like I'm very like touchy feely when I get drunk and like huggy and like I love hugging my boys.
Yeah.
And like my dogs.
Yeah.
There are two wolves inside of you. One wants to hug you. The other one wants to hug you. I just want to give you a hug.
Yeah. You're a hugger.
Yeah.
Would you do porn?
Would I do porn? No. God, no.
Get out. What do you think this is? What do you think these
What do you think this has all been building towards?
Dude,
to get you on camera.
You've seen short film porn, like it starts out with a scene. This is podcast porn.
Podcast porn? It's just sounds.
I'm cornering that market. Dude.
Well, dude, do you remember?
It's just sounds.
Do you remember when like the radio was like all the rage when we were kids? You remember when the radio was the big new thing? Like I remember the first time I heard like Sirius XM like in like a friend's parents' car. I was like scrolling through and I was like Playboy radio, and I went on it and it was just like weird like sex noises, and I was like, is this for anybody? Like
That's
it's like
weird.
it's like acoustic porn, I guess.
Yeah, it's just some guy stirring a pot or something, but it's like, oh yeah, she's loving this.
It's just a guy making mac and cheese, just being like, oh shit, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
it's a guy from fucking Baltimore, like, oh dude, fuck yeah.
That's what I hated porn is when you hear the guy breathing and saying shit. I'm like, just shut up, dude. I don't
like when they like just put it on like. I don't like when they put it on his face because it's like, who is this? Like, there's nothing more ugly than like just like a guy's face when he's fucking.
Well, I was watching porn.
And like that's like I'm like I've seen hot guys. And I'm like, yeah, I'd like kiss that guy, but I'm like curious about all that, but like,
wow,
like, yeah, we're getting deep, but like, I don't think it's attractive to anybody when a guy's just like, oh, like that's not hot to any, like I had a girlfriend who once texted me, she was like, send me a video of you coming, and I was like, nobody wants to see that. Like, it's like that scene in like a werewolf movie after like when he have you ever seen a werewolf in London? It's that scene where he's like transforming. Like when he's transforming, he's like, what's happening to me? Like nobody wants to see a guy going through the motions of coming.
Well, I've watched porn once and I was like, it was a lot of the guy.
Yeah.
I was like, this is weird choices. Yeah. And then I realized the video was called Straight Guys for Gay Eyes. And I was like, oh.
All right, I can get into that.
And that's why they didn't show any. I was like, what the hell? Show her. But it was just like all close-ups of him.
That's so fucking funny.
You said that Hinge is better than Tinder?
I think so. I'm just bad at Tinder because like I don't have a face for Tinder.
Is there?
I'm not photogenic. Like I've never seen like I rarely see like a good picture taken of me. I'm just like not.
But Hinge uses photos.
Hinge uses, but you also get prompts.
Yeah, more personality.
So you can like be funny. Like one of my prompts is like the best way to ask me out is by beating my dad in a ceremonial fight, and like I get a lot of responses to that one.
Sick.
That one hits.
Sick.
Yeah.
Do you do the voice prompts at all?
No, because like I think if I did a voice prompt, they'd just be like, "Yeah, I don't want." This.
Oh, okay. I do them. I do the celebrity impression one because I can only do.
That's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty because like if you can like I know. Because, like, some voice prompts really crack me up. But then somebody did a voice prompt today where it was, like, guess a song. And it's, like, a famous TikTok song. And it's like, so you're just looking for anybody.
Yeah. There was one. Yeah, but it is a good way to tell if you, because I'll listen to some girls, and it's like, so I went to this play, and I'm like, X.
Yeah. And like I can't talk shit on like girls' voice because I'm guessing I want to turn mine to like girls and guys because I want to hear some guys' voice prompts just to see how atrocious they are.
Dude, I was thinking about making a girl Tinder just to see. I was just curious. Like, what are they? What am I working up? What am I working against?
What are you working against?
I need to see the.
We're working against a lot. Like, I have a buddy who's like dropped it. Like, he's like very handsome dude. Like I see, like I compare like his matches on like Hinge and Tinder to like mine, and I'm like, you're getting like a different Hinge than I'm getting. Because like he's getting but he's like super kind, like super sociable guy, but like it's like some people are just built for those online dating things, and it's like that's why I can't use Tinder because like I feel like first of all I'm not good at like spitting game whatsoever. We've talked about this, not good at it. So like somebody can match with me, but then I guess hello, like
yeah. I've heard Tinder's more for like hookups.
Yeah, and Hinge is like everybody I've met on Hinge, I've usually like gone on dates with like multiple times after. But like Tinder, I've only hooked up with somebody on Tinder once, and it was in college. It was very weird. I went to her dorm, and there was like nothing on the wall. It looked like
That's scary.
It looked like she just found a dorm room. I was like, "Do you go here?" She was like, "Let's not get into semantics."
That's awesome. Oh my god! Well, Noah, plug your shit. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Noah_Snyder. You can find me on TikTok. What's my fucking TikTok? I have 400 followers on there.
Pretty good.
Well, I run a show last Sunday of every month at Bowery Electric. It's called Pinup Boys Comedy. It's been run by me, Wolfgang Hunter, Tommy Bear, two other hilarious comics.
Yeah, we'll get them on here soon.
As they should. They're
Once
fucking
they get
hilarious.
me on your Pinup Boys show. Yeah.
Have we not put you on yet?
No.
Oh, dude, I'll put you on. Not this one, but I'll try to put you on the next one.
Let's go. Yeah. See? Get a camera on somebody. That's easier.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. You want to pay my rent this month?
Yeah, if you call me and talk to me every day.
Sick.
And we moved to Florida. Pinup Boys Comedy every last Sunday of the month at Bowery Electric. Stellar lineup. We're having Jeff Asmus. He's been on JFL a few times. And then if you're a comic, come to my open mic. Every Tuesday at Revision Lounge at 7 o'clock. Online sign up. That's about all I have.